to the Perfect Lifecycle e-course. I'm Dr. Malcolm Tyson, the Managing Director at Strata Ascension. At Strata Ascension, we assist C-suite executives and business leaders like you in enhancing leadership skills, fostering innovative cultures, and creating innovative businesses. All right, folks, get ready for an absolute game changer in today's lesson. We're diving headfirst into the thrilling sell phase of the customer lifecycle. This is where the real magic happens. We'll be exploring stages 4 through 6, and let me tell you, it's all about educating, offering, and closing the deal on your amazing product or service. We're going to take a deep dive into each of these stages, providing you with all the juicy details you need to systemize and implement them into your business. So buckle up and get ready to revolutionize your approach as we embark on this electrifying journey together. You're almost there, awesome learners. As you know, this is a replay, so unfortunately, you won't be able to enter anything into the chat during those moments. But don't worry, you can still have a blast and continue engaging with the content. I hope you've been keeping notes and jotting down your thoughts and responses along the way. It's great to reflect on your progress and see how far you've come. Feel free to share your insights and experiences with your team or colleagues. And if you have any feedback, we'd love to hear it. We're always striving to make this course even better for you. Thanks again for joining us on this exciting journey, and let's dive right back into the remaining 3 video lessons. You're doing an excellent job, and I'm so proud of your dedication. Keep up the awesome work, and let's continue learning and growing together. This educate portion of the life cycle will help you create content and conversations that connect and build relationships with potential customers. Did you know it takes an average of 5 sales calls to close a deal? But most salespeople actually give up after just 1 or 2 calls. As you can see in this chart, on this chart from a small business survey, nearly half the businesses polled said they give up on leads after only 1 call. But a vast majority of sales that close require no less than 5 calls. Is anyone feeling a little pressure right now? Okay, good. You should be, because this can feel like a steep hill to climb. I mean, who in the world has the time to make all of these follow-up calls? Well, the educate stage provides us with efficient and effective ways to follow up and engage with our leads. And of course, automating where we're able to is going to pay off big time. Remember, thriving farmers use a tractor. Before we get back to the workbook questions, let's take a look at some real world examples. Meet Julie Goldman of the Original Runner Company. Julie makes custom runners for weddings. She's gotten some good press from a few celebrity weddings, and her business was blossoming. When it came to new leads, she would take an index card, write down the name of the bride, her wedding date, and what she was interested in. Then once a month, Julie would pull out the cards and try to follow up. She'd think to herself, there has to be a better way, or there has to be another way. What I'm doing is just too time consuming. Julie would call, and often it would be too late, having gone to one of her competitors or lost interest altogether. Also, some brides would call in and expect Julie to remember details about their wedding, and she'd have to scramble to find their index card in her shoebox. Her follow-up stunk, and she had to make a change. Julie worked on developing multiple automated lead nurture follow-up systems. Her nurture tactic is to essentially send each new lead a sample swatch followed by automatic follow-up communications based on the bride's wedding day. As a result, Julie increased her sales conversion by 60%. By the way, her referrals also jumped by 80% just by being a bit more proactive and organized. Awesome story. Julie is wonderful, by the way. Debbie Green, founder of Minutes Matter. a business that sells design software for interior designers. It was struggling to scale the business to the place she knew they should be at. Before the lead nurture you see here was in place, they had to have 5 full-time salespeople following up on leads. By nurturing their leads and proactively answering the most commonly asked questions, Debbie's salespeople are now spending their time and energy closing sales with well-qualified, educated leads, while also having some more time to go out and proactively drive new partnerships for the company. You see how this is kind of working out? Being proactive and organized. That's common among these two examples. All right, so let's go to the next question in the workbook. The next 3 questions are all very closely related. So we're going to go through all 3 together first, then we'll pause so you can come up with some responses. The first question is, what questions do potential clients have about my product or service? Think about product details, cost, warranty, social proof, the benefits, right? What are they going to get? Is there a transformation involved? Think about those, all right? The next question, what are some ways you can deliver the answers to your customers' questions? Consider an email series, a white paper. I kind of talked about this, right? And you can also think of it from the lens of what I discussed. What's easy for them to consume and what they want to hear, right? So if it's a question that they have, how easy it for them to consume it? Is this something that they just want to read on their or listen to on their tablet or mobile device? Or is this something that they need to sit down and really digest? Okay, so think about that. The third question and last question is, we'll want to think about how you can offer more value as you educate these potential clients. This can be things such as sending additional resources, showcase differences between your products and others, differentiation, special offers, samples, discounts, all to educate your prospects. Okay. So let's go ahead here and write down your ideas for these 3 questions. We're going to take about 5 minutes. Okay, take about 5 minutes to just jot down your ideas in the workbook. This is on page 2 of your workbook. Okay. All right. Jump in. We're about halfway through. Got another 2.5 minutes to go. Got about 60 seconds left. 1 minute left. And feel free to let me know if you have any questions about this part. Remember, we're focusing on what questions do potential clients have about my product or service? How can I answer those questions? And how can I offer more value to educate potential clients? This is all under our sell goal and our educate action. 30 seconds. All right. Let us move ahead here. And I apologize for that. I just had to take a bio break while you guys were working on that. Let's keep pressing ahead here. Okay, as you're looking at the way you educate leads, the bigger question surrounding all of this is, how many prospects do you lose each month because they aren't ready to buy today? Okay, so with that, we'll move on to the offer part of our customer lifecycle. This is where we help map the sales process the way your customers want to buy. Remember this? It takes an average of 5 sales calls to close a deal. But who has time for that? Remember these guys who went from outbound hunting to inbound harvesting? They were spending 8 to 10 hours per prospect, but they changed their sale process so their reps only talk with qualified, educated prospects using magnets. They decreased the time they spend selling by 75%. And now they operate like a 20-person marketing department and grew from 0 to more than $5 million in annual revenue in under 3 years. That's a powerful story, and it can be done. Now, I'd like you to meet David. He has a private counsel law practice. David turned the typical legal model on its head using a creative lead conversion strategy. It all began when David recognized that he's a lawyer, not a salesperson. But he had found himself spending a lot of time dealing with indecisive shoppers and frustrated clients with questions. His solution was to use content, videos, reports, and emails to offer free value to prospects and clients. In doing this, he's broken the mold by preempting the most commonly asked questions with his content. Once prospects have met David's criteria to be considered as a qualified lead, David offers them a complimentary initial consultation. As a result, David closes 100% of his appointments because the sales job is done when they walk in. You see, prospects have already chosen him through the qualification process. So closing is just ensuring his offering meets the prospect's expectations of value. First, let's talk about making the offer. What's compelling? What is your compelling offer? You could offer a free visit, coupons for future purchases, special time discount. Let's take a minute here. Let's take 60 seconds and just brainstorm some ideas on how to make an offer. "60 seconds. Here we go. Got about 20 seconds here. All right. Let us keep pressing ahead with making this offer. Now, I want you to think about when you should extend the offer. In other words, ideally, what are the steps that a new lead will have taken before you extend your offer to them? Let's take a couple of minutes here. Let's take actually 2 minutes here to think about when you should extend an offer. Okay, and think about it. Let's think about it like this. Think about it from the experience. You have the I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. You have the sales calls, we saw the graphic where there's at least 5 calls that need to be made. In my world, there's 5 contacts, right? 5 contacts, whether it be email, call, video, whatever the case may be. 5 instances where you contact them. That doesn't necessarily qualify them. Once you qualify them, that's when you really need to be thinking about the extending an offer, right? And there's ways to qualify them, right? Have they digested your content? Did they have additional questions? Are they staying on your mailing list and wanting more? Are you asking them, do they want more? If they want more, give them more. But that may be an indication that they want to buy, may extend an offer, okay? And with the example we just talked about, David, he pre-qualified those people that were answering the questions, and they took the offer of the free initial consultation. He ended up closing them, right? Because, and you think about that, your contact before you make an offer should be the qualification process. The way they digest the content, the type of content. Is it more detail about your service or product? Is it getting down to the real nitty gritty? Are you sending them differentiation content that helps you separate from your competitors? And if they're digesting, if they're eating that up, maybe you want to have the conversation with them, if that's the way your business model is set up. All right. I kind of talked through your whole 2 minutes here, but we got about 10 more seconds here. Just give it some thought. And I hope you were writing while I was talking. All right. Okay, so let's press ahead. This next question is similar to the last one, but we want to identify characteristics and behaviors that are indicative of the hottest leads. Okay, we're trying to qualify them, so we can more proactively and quickly extend our offer to them. This could be a combination of characteristics and behaviors too. So again, let's take a couple of minutes and answer this question. What do leads who are ready to buy look like? Okay. And I won't do so much talking this time. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's press ahead. Think about this. How many additional prospects would buy from you each month with great follow-up? It's kind of exciting just thinking about it, right? Okay, let's keep moving ahead. We're almost there. We're halfway through. Okay. The close stage is about how you can ask for the order and close more sales. Let's talk through the next question in your workbook one at a time. How do your clients buy from you? Is it online, in person, with a sales rep? Go ahead and take a moment here. Let's just take 60 seconds to write down and be fairly specific about how they buy from you. This shouldn't take too long here. All right, 60 seconds. Got about 20 seconds. All right. The next question. Is this, I have a typo here. Is this the easiest way for them to buy from me? Right? Is this the easiest way to buy from me? And also when you think about that, write down, try to capture why or why not. All right, let's go ahead and spend a minute here. And try to figure out, is this the easiest way for them to buy from me? And actually you can characterize it a little different. Is there an easier way to buy from me? Okay, if you want to think about it from that lens. All right, go ahead, 60 seconds. All right, a couple more seconds. All right, let us jump back in. One more question here. This is page 4 of your workbook. Okay, next question. How can you make buying from you easier? Very similar to the last question. Take a couple of minutes here for this question. Let us take 2 minutes. You may have answered some of this in the last one, but that's okay. Let's jump in. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. Fantastic work today, everyone. We dove deep into the educate phase, learning how to efficiently follow up with leads and engage through automation. Did you know that on average, it takes 5 sales calls to close a deal? Yet, many give up after just 1 or 2. Remember the small business survey. Nearly half give up after just 1 call, while most successful sales require at least 5. Feeling the pressure? Good, you should be, but fear not. The educate stage equips us with efficient and effective follow-up strategies, saving time and boosting conversion. Now, let's recall Julie Goldman's success with automated lead nurturing at the original Runner Company and Debbie Green's transformation with a strategic lead conversion approach at Minutes Matter. Inspiring stories showcasing the power of education in the sales process. As you return to your workbook, consider the questions about potential client queries, delivery methods, and offering more value. Your thoughtful responses will shape a more effective educate strategy. Leave comments, share your thoughts, or provide feedback on today's content. Your input is invaluable in refining the course and tailoring it to your needs. Take a break, recharge, and return for the next video, where we'll explore the offer stage. Open your workbooks, jot down ideas, and get ready for another enriching session. Thank you for your dedication and hard work. Until next time, happy strategizing.